Hey, it's Webs here with a new mercenary video. This time we are covering some of the new mercenaries in a PvP team, which will be my first one for this batch of mercenaries. I ended up with the skin I wanted the most with him when I actually opened up my pack, so I really wanted to figure out a way to actually abuse him in some type of build. The way I did this was by using Gilnean Strength to actually make him heal whatever characters that you have that have an even speed ability. And it turns out a zero cost ability counts as an even speed ability, even though zero is technically not an even or an odd. And because we are hitting basically critical mass of the caster humans, I figured why not revisit humans, which is a team that I haven't done in quite a while, since you also have Bestial Beauty as a way to buff up all your humans within this team. I will say though, my mercenaries are not completely leveled up, so these builds might be a little bit inconsistent compared to if you have them completely maxed, but I'm assuming most people are in a very similar situation, and this should give you a pretty good idea of how this build should work out in the end. So let's begin with the Mercenary by Mercenary Breakdown. We are using Genn Greymane with Gilnean Strength as his equipment, so we can actually give some heals, mainly using Space Maker as his main ability. However, there are times where you're facing against a lot of casters, and swapping into a Worgen that makes him into a fighter will be really, really good. And sometimes even getting the additional buff out on all of your other humans might be really good too. Khadgar is the next mercenary on the team. We are using Bitter Chill as his equipment, mainly swapping between Blizzard and Hearth Fire when he's actually put down, but once he evolves, you're mainly swapping between his middle ability and then using Hearth Fire on his third ability. Reno Jackson is our third mercenary. We're using Treasure Inspector as his equipment, and you're mainly going to be using Dazzling Flexen so you can actually protect your Genn. Ronde is our fourth mercenary. We're using Verbant Recurve as her equipment, and mainly using her Arcane Salvo ability, though Elun's Grace, because we do have a lot of Arcane mercenaries in the team. Blink Fox is the next mercenary on the team. We are using Mana Runes as his equipment, and mainly using him for Mana Blink. And finally, we have Medivh, who we are using Staff of Atesh as a way to buff up all of our casters, since we do have 3 in the team, and actually does allow us to have a little bit more arcane synergy. With that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, so they're mainly fighters. That's interesting. That might be a little bit of a problem because we're mainly casters, but we'll see. We do have the Genn as a little spicy tech, though, if they are mainly fighters, since we can use his second ability to just keep on nuking whatever fighters that they put out. It's a shame he doesn't actually stay as a protector when he turns into a fighter. It is what it is. Okay, so it looks like it's a bench buffing build. We're going to focus down Trigor. We're going to Blizzard, even though I don't really want to, but we still are going to do it. And we could technically force the Tyrion to attack the Reno, but that's going to happen anyway, so there's no point in taking an additional hit when we don't have to. It's going to do some damage there. They're all rooted. And we're just going to rinse and repeat, basically. See if we can actually kill the Trigor this turn. So that's a perfect lethal on the Trigor. Now we're going to be focused down Elise next, I'm pretty sure. We do have this bleed, which is a little bit annoying, but we do have a healer, so we should be able to actually deal with it pretty easily on at least 2 of our mercenaries. So let's keep focusing down the Elise, though it might be a little bit better to focus down the Edwin, but I'm not too worried about that dying there, to be honest. I'm more worried about getting the Elise off the board before she can get a golden monkey out. Everything here, Elise dies. We're going to be able to put down another pirate. Putting down Blink Fox is probably the best bet, because we can actually snipe a Divine Shield for all of our mercenaries, which would be really nice. Okay, let's try to actually do that for everyone. Use Hearthfire to get an additional heal out, because I think that will still be quicker than the pirates. Or they're just going to snipe us, and we're not going to actually get the speed tie for some stupid reason. Okay, so at least we did get the Divine Shield. And Genn is now a fighter, which means he can easily kill patches if we really need to. I actually kind of want to use Captain. Yeah, let's do it like this. Because if Blink Fox does survive, and it's not going to for some stupid reason, then we would have been in a really good position. But it is what it is. They're going to focus down the Genn. That doesn't really matter. We get the snipe on patches anyways, which is nice. And then we have Medivh to put down next. Okay, so we're going to want to kill Edwin, I think, next, to be honest. We can put up a taunt, because I think we'll be still quicker. Let's do it like... Actually, let's put a taunt up there, and then use Elun's Grace, Space Maker, because this will get rid of the Edwin this turn. And it will also protect our Genn. That Tyrande is going to be dead next turn. Okay, so... use Arcane Salvo, and then probably Space Maker? No, we don't want to transform. We could put up a taunt, or we could use Space Maker. I think putting up the taunt is the riskier play. We probably should have just used Space Maker. Because we could have won this turn. Oh no. Wait, we still have enough HP, so it doesn't even matter. Okay, then we can use Space Maker, and then win out the game that way. No misplays at all, right? Okay, so it looks like it's going to be even split. That doesn't really tell me what it's going to be. Oh shit, it's Holy. I haven't seen that in quite a while. Well, I guess we're going to try to focus down the Anduin. Also realized I should have probably changed Genn into a Worgen for a turn or two, but oh well. Let's buff up all of our humans. Use Dazzling Flexin on the Tector, or swapping out for That's My Treasure, I guess. So we protected the Genn for an additional turn. That hits the correct unit. And now we're going to use the Arcane Nova. I still have not caught on to the fact that I could just swap him into a fighter. Okay, so this is going to be an incredibly long game, because we can out-damage or out-heal their damage, for the most part, I would say. They're just going to repeat that. Genn's finally dead. Now we're going to put down Blink Fox, because now we can just start rolling out the Mana Blinks, focusing down the main body, trying to get Anduin to focus down Reno. Okay, so Cornelius is dead. We haven't dealt with their main combo, but we're still in a really good position because none of our mercenaries are at risk of actually dying, which is kind of funny, but... Oh, Bashamdi, that's not something I expected. Okay, just use that again. That's my treasure again. And pass the turn back, I guess. So they made everything targeted, which is perfectly fine. I think we actually are just quicker, so it didn't actually do anything. Just gonna keep on healing ourselves technically, and then making Reno take the biggest hit. If we can kill the villain, we're actually in a pretty good position. Gonna rinse and repeat, I guess. Let's let's make Mashamdi actually target Reno because that's the only one that can actually directly kill Khadgar. They're just going to make him immune. I guess that works too. We win the speed tie. That's really good. And then heal up a little bit. And then Khadgar, sadly, is going to die. But we do have a 54 attack Reno, which is kind of funny. Okay, who do we want to put down besides the two obvious scenarios? Well, Reno's going down, Blink Fox is going down, and then Tyrande, I guess. So they're going to put down Tyrion. That's interesting. We can steal a deal. Force them to focus down Blink Fox. That might be fun. We could bounce everything back too. That doesn't really do anything. And Deal of Time doesn't really do anything either, to be honest. That Anduin is getting incredibly big, though. I think we're still going to do it like this, to be honest. And then next turn, we can actually copy any type of arcane ability with the Tyrande ability. Wait, what just happened? Did they actually... Oh, right. Never mind. Blink Fox made everyone target. Never mind. So, put down Medivh. I think... Oh, we have fatigue. This is going to start being a little bit interesting because we do have a Gatling gun that does 47 HP every time we hit. And because everything's going to take double damage, is going to take or do 94 damage. Actually pretty nice, and it doesn't actually reset. Focusing down Medivh doesn't really do anything. The Summon Raven Familiar sadly doesn't get copied by the Tyrande, but it's still perfectly fine. Oh, I'm just going to put everything back down. Should still be able to win this. We do have the Reno doing so much damage per turn that it isn't even funny. So we technically don't need anything else, and we do have the spell resistance on the bird. Let's just keep using the Gatling gun. Then we can use Arcane Rift to try to double the damage on something. Interesting to see they're using the Lich King as a healer, though, in their team. Gatling gun nukes two of them. And we're going to do a bunch of damage here. Perfectly fine. It's only 20 damage. And then all we have to do is kill Bashamdi and Anduin, and we win the game here. Paid off, making Reno Jackson as big as humanly possible, I guess. Now it's up to 50 damage. That's 100 damage no matter what it hits. It's Anduin, that's perfect. Okay, so I think they're thinking we're going to try to kill Bashamdi, but we're not going to. Our Gatling should actually get duplicated here, and we'll just win the game this turn. Okay, so it looks like they're mainly casters, and I'm assuming the one protector is going to be Medivh, because that's how it is. Doesn't look like they actually had a start of game trigger, so that's kind of shocking. Maybe they're using Medivh's other equipments, or maybe they're just not using Medivh at all. I'm going to put down Genn, Khadgar, and Reno. Okay, so they are using Medivh. So we're going to focus down Baron Geddon, I'm pretty sure here. Might actually be better to actually change Genn into a fighter, but I don't know if I catch that here. Also, probably should have made Reno hit Blink Fox instead of Geddon, because they're just going to AoE with Geddon. So we're going to root everything in place. Arcane Rift is going to hit Genn. They're going to focus down Genn. That's fine. I think Genn will actually die. Oh, they had a single target ability used there. Okay. It's a little bit weird, but it is what it is, I guess. Let's just make everything hit Reno again, and then go after Geddon. See if they repeat what they did last turn. I'm really curious of how many runes that we can get if we put down Blink Fox next, so we're probably going to put down... Oh, we could put Tyrande down too. Nah, Blink Fox is the safer bet. Now this is where the real fun begins, because we can just copy their ability. We can use his upgraded ability, and then use that, and then use Mana Blink to reset everything. And we can use the actual Mana Blink, the Falling Upturn, if we really feel like it too. I actually almost considered using Arcane Fling instead, but this is fine. Okay, they're going to heal up the Blink Fox. Gonna get in, heal up all of our mercenaries. That's going to kill Medivh. Then the Geddon isn't going to do anything. I guess it makes more sense if you're using Geddon like that to not use that just for the combo. Why are they using Geddon? Oh shit, we get a second Mana Blink. Might as well use it, right? How many Mana Blinks can we get by the end of this game? Probably should swap the order of Blink Fox and everything else. The next turn we can repeat this turn for a third time, I guess. Actually, for a fourth time, because we can repeat it with our own Mana Blink. Hey, so holy. Let's just use Mana Blink after we use everything else, just so we can reset everything again. I guess it doesn't really matter, since it would have been a speed of 2, so it's always going to be slower. That Gatling is getting really big, since we are healing a bunch, and they are going to do a bunch of damage. Or actually, I don't think that was this game. There was a game where it gets incredibly big and actually is just hilarious to actually see. Well, let's use Arcane Explosion, and then the same ability, and then use That's My Treasure again. Can't kill Khadgar if we keep healing up each individual turn. There's their Blink Fox dead. Kind of, maybe should have kept that alive and focused down the mill house instead, just so we could have got additional uses out of it, but oh well. Okay, so last one is Valen. We're going to use Penance to get rid of the mill house. I'm going to use Earthfire just to get rid of, or give us additional HP. Could also use Prismatic Bolt, or even Arcane Fling. Now let's use Penance just to try to heal something up, because I think Penance heals humans, and we're basically humans, so... Okay, so that dies. Really weird playstyle that they're choosing to do. There's another Mana Blink. And That's My Treasure again. Why not? Or Dazzling Flexen. Try to focus everything down on the Reno. I just want to see how big I can get all these guys. Goes there. AoE a little bit. Reset everything again. Let's heal everything. Then let's use That's My Treasure. And we should just win here, to be honest. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the build. Overall, this build had a lot of potential, but I don't think this is the best build in the world. I say this because I don't have all these mercenaries maxed out, and I need to see what they would play like if they were maxed out. Though there is a lot of synergy in this build that most people wouldn't actually expect, because Genn also serves as a fighter that turns into a arcane based mercenary whenever he does transform into a Worgen, which means any arcane synergy that you have in this team actually works with Genn too. Because it's so close to release, I can't honestly recommend any type of build, and this is definitely one that I won't recommend right away. But if you've been wanting to use Genn since he was released last week, then this might be the perfect build for you. Otherwise, maybe skip out on this one, to be honest. And like always, if you enjoyed the video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.